Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some EU4 present day. We do have a colony, Yakutat. It's up here. We have a colonist. It's growing at 140 per year. I suppose we might as well send a guy there. He won't even make it there in time, I think. But we are currently in the process of invading Canada. We could try to form friendships. I guess we could be friendly with Russia. They are not so happy with us. That's fine. We'll improve relations with them. And Brazil, why not? There are no mercenaries available. That's very interesting. And we're currently just sieging as much as we can. Of course, Canada has no friends in this game. So there's nothing to stop us from just invading them and taking everything over. Influenza! Yeah, we're going to quarantine the port. Wow, fur trade. The natives of North America has always traded... I didn't read that wrong. Has always traded and sold animal furs, and the Europeans colonizing America started participating in the trade from the beginning of their arrival. Okay, kickstart the fur trade. So, for 10 years, we'll have increased goods produced in what looks like every province that makes fur. So we zoom in on the trade goods map mode. Trade goods, which one is it? Trade value. No, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for trade goods. It's not the trade map mode. Oh gosh, it's going to make me just read, isn't it? Trade goods. It's the very last one to be added. Okay, so we have lots of fur is produced. So all these provinces that are fur are going to get 20% increased goods produced. So that's fine. That's quite a bit of money. We'll take it. I mean, we did just spend 1,000 ducats to do that, but it doesn't really matter, does it? We have a salt crisis. And we're suffering some attrition. Now there are, unfortunately, there's an island up here we have to siege. So we're going to need to build a couple transports over here. Some troop ships, they're called. And hopefully those will get done fairly soon. So this war with Canada won't take very long. I think it'd be hilarious if we went bankrupt. Researching military technology will cost 112 military power. That's not very much. We'll gain infantry shock, infantry fire, and land morale. Sounds great. Pretty cheap tech level. Alright. Got some ships. And our colony has just completed, well in advance of the guy getting there. I think we can maybe afford to do 2 here. Yeah, I think it's almost time to carpet siege. Poor Canadians. I feel a little bit bad. But they're asking for it with their civil attitudes and friendliness and the better healthcare. We need to conquer them. Barack Obama over here, hanging out in Kalipuya. You would assume that in this mod they'd have renamed the titles to be a little bit different. Idea cost minus 10%. Normally I'd jump at the idea, but considering we can't take any more ideas, I think it's a bit unnecessary. We could pick this one up for 364. We have a lot of military ideas. Look at that. Idea cost. Ideas reduce the technology cost of military by 70%. Diplomatic tech is just going to increase trade efficiency. We're at 182. Anything else we would rather spend this money on? Let's wait and see if the 5% goes down a little bit further. And then this one costs 280. This will give us production efficiency plus 10. Right now we're at 199%. This one doesn't say anything about being capped. Before we do that, I think I'd rather spend points on things like this. And it might be, with this many provinces, easier to just build from the ledger. You can build manufactories. So 402 ducats, 10 diplo power. They still take 5 years to build. So rather than do those, let's go to army. Sort by can build next. And then let's just go this way. And now we're out of military power. Okay. What else can we build that would be good? The naval buildings. The next building is a shipyard. More force limit. Next building, counting house, yearly inflation reduction. No. Next building, trade depot. Yeah, okay. We'll build a whole bunch of trade depots rather than do the technology. So we have all this gold, and I don't know, I think maxing out buildings is going to be more important. Let's find something that's going to require production is administrative points. Okay, yeah, counting house. Alright. I think that's a better way of spending resources. Buildings are good, man. We'll need to take that island. They've sieged our colony, it looks like. That makes gold. We're taking back some of these provinces over there. At this point, we don't even need generals in charge of these armies, I think. But manpower, really suffering. Not enough able-bodied people in our country. Seems unlikely. Hopefully those transports are safe. They do have 2 heavies there, but they're just allowing us to land some troops over there. Very nice. It's nice of you, Canada. We appreciate this. And I think there's an island here, too. So let's grab these transports and... Yikes. I actually have attrition to deal with. How annoying. Alright. We've taken the Rocky Mountains. Yes. Feel good about myself. Come here, Canada. We want to play. I think we can ignore that army, actually. In order to get them to 100% war score, we will have to make sure they don't have anything that we own occupied. But they don't seem to be that likely to fight us. That 6 stack is like the only one that's got any real strength to it. Okay, making 180 ducats a month. I like it. Thank you, Canada. They can't even control their navy properly. I feel bad. I'm alienating all of my Canadian viewers. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Your country's easy to take. It's indefensive. Undefensible. Indefensible. There's a real word somewhere in all that nonsense that I just said. Oh, they actually did attack this army. Yikes! Canada won a battle. However, on Earth did they do that? Let's go take your island. Congress of the Confederation. Okay, let's discuss slavery. We can prohibit slavery, increasing revolt risk, but increasing taxes. Alright, sounds good. Accept the 5% duty on imports, or reject it? We accept. Something imports. That's all I saw. We got them at 95% war score, but we're going to need to occupy everything. Articles of Confederation, the 13 states that is... Are these like random events popping up from the mod itself, or from just regular playing as the United States events? I find it comical. Very comical. Nice. Missionary strength. That is useless, but the stability's cool. Stability would cost 51 points to buy up. Let's buy 1, 2, and 3. I like it a lot. Alright, Russia likes us quite a bit. Of course we want to gain mercantilism. Why we would never not want to do that, I have no idea. Okay, Russia's doing things. Be interesting to check out the wars. Current wars, United States versus Canada. We got the Cambodian Crusade, the Czechoslovakian Nationalist War, French-Dominican Nationalist War. Everyone's using nationalism, CB. The Moroccan reconquest of Ceuta. Huh. Wars just don't happen in real life anymore. Not like they did in the EU4 time frame. Like, I'm just sticking my foot in my mouth constantly here. That's not to say that there aren't real wars happening in the world. I know that there are. There are people that are getting horribly, terribly brutalized and all that stuff. It's just that I'm talking about, like, people just deciding to attack their next door neighbor because of a fabricated claim. Maybe they do still do that. Maybe I'm crazy and I should be more open to the news or something. I don't know. But I was reading about the whole independence of Norway, like their rewritten constitution and stuff, and no one in the United States is reporting on that. So it wouldn't surprise me if there is stuff happening that isn't reported, because conspiracy theory, everything is owned by the media, like by big companies, and they don't want you to know about it, and so they don't report on it. And who knows what? 99%. But to get them to 100, we do need to actually occupy everything. And they can't have anything of ours. What happened to the army that was supposed to be in there? Apparently I didn't put them on the boats. These are some rather large rebellions that keep happening. We're still ahead of time on that military tech, so I think we'll just wait. We have lost the siege of something. It's not cool, Canada. Stop that. Blame Canada. There was a song at some point about blaming Canada. So this army's far too large for up there. And we need 37,000 manpower to reinforce. Our glorious armies are under attack yet again. This seems to be their last army. But I keep on attacking without leaders and stuff, so let's hire a leader. A 4-1-4-2. That's not very good. Not as good as Obama. won the siege of Chippewa. Okay, we're going to go take care of the rebels now. And making sure that Canada doesn't occupy us anywhere. That's being sieged. Need to get somebody over there. And then we've got a few more up here. And we need to siege that island. These rebels here, I think, are a bigger concern at the moment. Let's go back to the ledger and go to the buildings. Somewhere in here. Buildings, army, can build next. The arsenal. Increases land force limits and military. Yeah, I think we're just going to build lots of these things. Whether it's a specialized building or not, I don't even care. I just want whatever increases manpower so we can kill everyone. I sound ruthless, don't I? It's because I am in this game. The term is up for Barack Obama. Let's keep him in office. Make him an even better leader. Okay, we won another siege up there. These sieges are falling far too fast. Although rebels don't actually have the bonus siege speed, which is quite nice. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. I think next video is going to be the one where we actually conquer Canada, and we'll just brand it all part of the United States. Call for peace. Oh crap. We need to hurry. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. See you soon.